Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Aries, my name is Chelsea, and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. And today we're going to take a look here at the energy of the new moon in Gemini for Aries sun, okay? So I pulled a few moonology cards to give you the overall energy of this reading, but I'm going to read something here that I found for Aries for this new moon, like I always do, just to give you some insights and give you some ideas of how you can utilize this energy for the new moon, okay? So today this new moon is going to be where I am. I'm in Louisiana. It is going to be around 10 p.m. tonight. That's not an exact time, but that's when time the moon is going to be new, okay? So check your local time. And I'm recording this on May 26, 2025. The activation area for Aries sun is going to be around the third house, communication, mindset, could be siblings, strategy, and manifestation routines. Okay. Specifically around spoken words. Gemini is an air sign, which is to talk about thoughts, spoken words, clarity, writing, things of that nature. So what this new moon is asking for the Aries sun: use your words as spells. Use your words as spells. This new moon is sharpening your mind and unlocking a new era of mental magic. You are being asked to speak life into your next chapter. Be intentional with your thoughts and internal dialogue. Shift from reaction to response. The channeled guidance: watch what you say, especially about yourself. Okay. Your words are the blueprint of your reality. Don't curse your path with careless affirmations. This is so powerful and so potent. I did a reading this morning for someone early this morning because they were on the other side of the world. And that literally came up through the reading, and it didn't even hit me. It didn't even dawn on me that I knew it was the Gemini new moon, but I didn't realize that's why she needed that message at that time, because she said something and I corrected her in the middle because your words cast spells. So the next thing is launch your new idea. It's time. All right. If you've been sitting on a project, pitch it. YouTube series, do it. Ebook, launch it. Okay. Or a course, start it. It's time. All right. This moon favors that energy. Okay. It could be short-term launches and content creation, sales pages, scripting, affirmations, writing, telling your story in a new way. It's time. All right. Ask yourself, this is something you can journal about. Ask yourself, what am I ready to say out loud that I've been keeping quiet? Write that down. What am I ready to say out loud that I've been keeping quiet? Okay. Number three, clear the mental clutter. This is where I'm at. And if you watch the live before this video, you will see, and I'll explain that in detail. You're upgrading your mindset, which means letting go of toxic thoughts that keep looping, releasing the need to explain yourself, writing new affirmations rooted in truth, not trauma. And this moon is your mental detox, a reset for how you think, speak, and see yourself. All right. So number 4, strengthen your daily rituals. This is also about habitual magic. Your day-to-day routines are becoming portals for change. Say your affirmations during your workout, speak abundance during your commute, whisper your new reality while you journal or cook. Let your daily life become a living spell, because we really are under one, right? So you choose and you decide which spell you're going to put yourself under, or the magic that you're going to do, rather. We'll say it that way, okay? And I will have some suggested affirmations in the first comment that is pinned on this video, all right? So let's get into it. So the overall energy that I have for you for Aries for this new moon, we have Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, and angels. Please allow me to deliver a clear message here for the Aries collective. Do not disturb. We have first quarter moon, okay, which is coming after this moon. Your commitment is being tested. So depending on where this new moon is hitting you, you can find where you're trying to seek mental clarity, right? And there could be chaos coming up, right? And this chaos could be trying to get you off of your path, having your thoughts scramble, create distractions. It's not like a test like, oh no, I need another test. It is just a test of how bad do you want it? How bad do you want the thing that you're always thinking about, or you're saying that you want to accomplish someday? Okay. That's usually when the universe opens the door and just hands it to you. When you show how bad you want something. So you said your commitment is being tested. The next thing we have is the cardinal moon. Be bold and make the first move. It's time to start. That's what I just read. Whatever the thing is that you want to do, it is time to start. Okay? Be bold and make the first move. The next thing we have here is new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. Expect powerful change. Beautiful. All right. So that is the new moon energy. At the bottom of the deck, this South Node card keeps coming up. Don't let your past hold you back, because it's time to start new things. Another thing that I do during new moons, even though new moons are things like energies of new starts, write down the things that you know. And this can be sometimes difficult because you have to be honest with yourself. Okay. And this is sometimes difficult for me. I have to be honest with myself and write down the things that I know are distracting me. Right? Because the moment that you say, okay, I admit it, this is distracting me. Now your spirit guides they're not gonna let you just sleep on that. Now you have to start working on that. What is it that is distracting you that you can write down and say, I'm letting this go today. I'm letting this go today. Maybe I'm letting this person go today because I'm trying to get to my goals. And this is kind of just, this is distracting me. Not saying that you're putting all of your blames and worries on something else, right? Because this is just meant to release whatever is getting in the way of your goals. All right. So let's get into it. Can we show Aries here, Spirit, what they need to know about this Gemini new moon? Thank you so much. Stop right here. So for the Gemini new moon, first energy out, strongest energy is the King of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. We're seeing the Tower at the bottom of the deck. This is all about your stability, security, and abundance. Not just having enough to get by, but having enough where you can take breaks. You can, help your family if you choose to take care of your family, right? This is generational legacy and wealth. This is not just a business owner who is jumping from one thing to the next. This is literally having money that goes down generationally. And this could also be healing any generational wounds around finances with the King of Pentacles, because I feel this King of Pentacles is stepping into your power. I also feel that this is, in alignment with starting that new thing that I just mentioned, whether it be a podcast, whether it be a journal, whether it be a course that you're going to be doing that is going to lead you to this type of abundance here with the King of Pentacles. All right. Sorry, that is my pendulum right here. All right, let's see here. What is the challenge that Aries is going to need to work through this new moon? Six of Wands in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse is all about a lack of confidence. The type of lack of confidence that keeps you crippled, all right, and doesn't allow you to move forward. Okay, Six of Wands upright is success and recognition and people seeing you, job well done, and you moving along, right, on your chair, on your horse here, right, and people are cheering you on. But if it's in reverse, nothing is happening. You have the skills, you have the abilities, you have the creativity, you have the passion to do something or want to do something, and you probably will be successful at it with the Six of Wands coming out, but there's no movement. You can't have success without movement, all right? Without moving, that's how I want to say that, without moving, all right? And I'm seeing the Ace of Wands. This is all about taking action, all right? Spirit is handing you the baton to say, here, go, ready, set, go. Here it is. Now you have to move. Show me what Aries needs to focus on during this new moon. So we have the Judgment card. This is a major life decision, major life change. It is time to let something go. That is, you're being asked of, you're being called to let something go, release something. And this could be definitely something that is coming back up, right? Don't let your past hold you back. All right. Archangel Gabriel up here is blowing the trumpet for these people coming out of the coffins because they are ready to be judged. They're saying, I'm ready to be judged now because I want to go to heaven. I want to go there. And this is just the metaphorical, explanation of this card, but it's the same thing. Because remember, we can experience heaven on earth. Okay. we can experience heaven on earth. So think of this trumpet being blown and asking you, what is it that you need to judge of yourself, ask of yourself, that it's time for you to let go of, so you can experience that ascension. You can experience that elevation, the elevation of consciousness, or raising your vibration so you can experience your heaven, whatever that definition is, your heaven here on earth. Okay? It's time to make a big decision, a big judgment here about what it is that you need to release. All right, we have the Temperance here in the past position, Sagittarius energy. This is a healing. This is balance. This is patience. This is transmuting energies that could have been quite difficult and chaotic. But this is like when your spirit guides, angels, ancestors step in for divine intervention. A lot of times when you're here in this Temperance energy, you think nothing is happening. You think nothing is moving and you're stuck. That's what you think, because you can't see or tap in sometimes what you can tap into, but you're not allowing yourself to tap into the energy that is going on behind the veil. So it's showing me here that something has started moving for you. Something has started moving for you in the past. And let me say this, sometimes movement looks like chaos, right? Sometimes that movement looks like chaos because it is getting you to start changing your direction, okay? Our emotions and our feelings are our emotional guidance system. If this doesn't feel good, maybe I should choose a new path, okay? Maybe I should go another way. If I'm conflicted about where I'm at, maybe this is trying to tell me something. If there's always drama over here, maybe this is not for me because I'm meant to live in peace and harmony. All right. And so your spirit guides consider this Temperance energy as a blessing. You may think it's a punishment because nothing is moving forward for you, but they're saying, we'll wait. We'll wait while you get the hint. We'll wait until you figure out that it's time for you to move or leave that job or leave that location or leave that person. We'll wait. And in the meantime, we're working everything out for you behind the scenes, but we'll wait till you get it. Okay. And so that's what the Temperance card feels like. And for Aries, that feels like hell. Because you guys are so, you hear a lot of other readers say it, and I'm going to say it too, impatient. All right. So that's the Temperance energy. We all are. I'm an Aries too. I'm an Aries sun. I'm an Aries Mercury in retrograde. So I know I can say it. I can speak it out loud. We can be very impatient. But it's okay, because even when we are impatient, our spirit guides are still soothing us behind the scenes, still saying, you're going to get everything that you asked for. You're going to get everything that you asked for. We're just waiting for you to get into alignment with it, right? We're allowing you to do it. Okay. So what is crowning Aries? The Queen of Swords. This is all about discernment. This is all about discipline and truth. Okay. All right. Queen of Swords, seeing the vision, executing it. All right. The Queen of Swords is very intelligent, very wise. She means what she says. Okay. She is a no nonsense type of queen. All right. She is focused and she's cutting out all the riffraff just so she can get to her goal. Okay. Let's see here. What's coming towards Aries? Six of Swords, clarity and peace of mind. You're able to move on from conflict or conflicting thoughts that have kept you stuck, and now there is movement. There is movement through your emotions. Anytime you see water in the tarot, that represents your emotions and your intuition. So now you can move fluidly, right? And you can move through these emotions, which you can see in the past here, this water is a little choppy, and where they're going, the water is very calm. So that's what the Six of Swords represents, is moving on to calmer waters. And we're talking about emotionally, mentally, intuitively as well. All right. You're moving on from whatever conflict. So the Temperance in the past has helped you heal that. And now you're moving on to execute whatever it is that you need to do. Okay. Do or learn. Okay. Is what I'm hearing. Let's see here. Aries energy during this new moon. We have the Seven of Wands and we have the Page of Pentacles. All right. So the Seven of Wands is like, I need to stand my ground. I'm not allowing all of these obstacles to get me down or weigh me down. I'm going to get through them one by one, by one, by one, by one. I'm going to get through these obstacles. And when this person gets through these obstacles, they are the one that is standing tall on the top of the mountain. They are victorious. Okay. It's almost like this. When you see the Six of Wands first, he's a job well done, having a lot of success in whatever he's doing and he's created. Well, guess what? new levels bring new devils, right? So now comes the Seven of Wands. Now I'm at the top of the mountain. I've had my success. Guess what? Now there are new challenges. Doesn't mean that I quit. It doesn't mean that I give up. I've made it here, right? Through my own energy, my own intellect, my own drive. So obviously I'm worthy of being on here. And so I'm not going to let any of this take me down. That's the Seven of Wands energy. I've made it this far. I'm not going to let this take me down from my throne, from my mountaintop. All right. And once you do that and you fight through that energy, Aries, or defend yourself or stand your ground, however you want to say it, you have the Page of Pentacles. This is planting a seed that is going to grow and manifest into something very successful for you. Hence, the King of Pentacles is the first card that came out, the manifestation of wealth, security. And I also wanted to say generational wealth. Let's take a look. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Show me clearly what's in Aries environment. All right, you got the Tower. So the Tower talks about a radical change and shift in your energy, your environment, what you're doing, what you're seeing, what you're building on. It's saying that something here has been being built on an unsturdy foundation. Maybe it's a truth that you believed. Maybe it's a relationship that you thought was real. Maybe it's a job that you thought was going to have your back. You understand? Maybe it's something here where you thought you were safe and you could build here, and now it's telling you that you can't. There's something that you didn't see, so we're taking this whole tower down, and it's not to punish you, it's to protect you. Okay? It's so that you can build your kingdom, your financial empire, your success, your relationship with maybe a new person on a stable foundation, because there's something that you didn't see. So now we're protecting you from that. Okay? Don't you love how your ancestors have your back? And sometimes we be kicking and screaming like, no, I want this thing. I want this. I want this. But let me tell you, one thing I've learned on my spiritual journey is if it's being taken away, there's definitely something better. There's definitely something better. There's probably a lesson that I'm not seeing or not learning, and this is going to help me, right? And usually the Tower is clearing the path that I thought I was stuck or blocked on. Five of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Page of Swords. Show me what's in the distant future here for Aries. What do we have here for Aries? Okay. And we have the Hierophant in reverse. And I like it. I like this, honestly, because the Hierophant in reverse says that you are not going to follow tradition or societal norms, whether that's in a relationship. Maybe you guys are doing your own thing, your own way. You're not listening to podcasts. You're not listening to the internet, how you guys are going to love each other. Maybe your relationship looks a lot different than others, and that doesn't matter, right? You're still going to build. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's an institution where you say, I want to do this thing, but I don't want to do it how they're saying I need to do it. I want to do it how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be successful at it. King of Pentacles, right? We have these rules and regulations. I talk about this a lot in our world. I was going to say country, but in our world, where you can do it and you can have it, but you've got to do it our way. And a lot of people are starting to wake up to that. Because if somebody is saying you can do it and you can have it, but you have to do it my way, that usually comes with limitations and restraints. It usually comes with a glass ceiling, okay? And saying that you can go high, but not that high. You can have this, but you can't have that. You understand? And some people for so long have settled for that because it means that we can eat. My family can eat. I can travel. I can do these things. So I might as well listen to these rules and regulations and stay in line and stay in the box. Well, this Gemini, this new moon is literally telling you thinking different, starting to think, having a clearer mental state about what it is that you want to do and how you are going to do it. Not how somebody is going to tell you to do it, but how you are going to do it. Okay. So when you see the Hierophant in reverse, this is just talking about you are breaking traditional or societal norms to something. Okay. It could be religion. It could be, it could be whatever. And that's why you have the new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. Let's see here. The outcome for Aries. Woo. So the outcome I'm seeing that flipped over is the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. So the Queen of Wands is all about, she's a magician herself. She gives off a little witchy vibes there. She could do and create and you don't even see it coming, right? Because she is so charismatic. She's confident in what she's doing, what she's executing. What else fell out I'm seeing here is the Five of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. So this feels like walking away from something that did not work out, that drained you, okay, that depleted you, financial lack, bad health, and something. So whatever this Five of Pentacles, it can represent something different for everybody. You're walking away from it. Whether it's a relationship that drained you, whether it is some sort of unhealthy habit that drains you, maybe it's people didn't see your worth or didn't see your vision. You're walking away from it and you're detaching from it. You're not even letting it get you down. Eight of Cups is like, I'm leaving that behind because look, they don't get me. They don't feel me. Okay. Eight of Cups energy, right? And I'm not about to let them get me bent out of shape. I'm leaving all of that behind, all of that energy, all of those emotions, all of those feelings. And I'm going to find my purpose. I'm going to pursue my vision with the King of Wands here. You know, King of Wands, you know, he didn't get here he just wasn't just placed here. He earned this, right? He starts with the Page of Wands where he has some inspiration, a good idea, something that he wants to create. And he's extremely passionate about it. He's so excited about it. And so now he's like, I'm going to start this thing. And now he gains momentum to the Knight of Wands. And he's like, you know what? This is a great idea. This is going to be something that is going to be successful. I'm going to keep it moving. Then he gets to the Queen of Wands. He says, now, how do I do it? All right. How do I create this thing that I know is going to be very successful or people are going to love it or going to get excited about it? It's going to be thrilling, you know, and along the way, right? The journey is not easy, but along the way, there's no's, there's naysayers. There are people who don't believe in his vision, but it doesn't matter. The Wands energy is passionate, okay? Very, very passionate, and he keeps moving. So when he gets to here, now there are people who are seeing his vision. Now there are people who are saying, you know what? You know, yeah, he was right. Like, I want to follow him. I want to see what he has to offer or what he can teach me or what he can do. And that's when he has other people now learning what he is producing or buying what he is producing or picking up what he is putting down, right? And so this is your energy right now, Aries. King of Wands to the Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups. But before you can get there, you first have to cut away, sever the ties. Think of this moon as the sword, literally. It's air energy that is severing the ties to the things that are keeping you bogged down, keeping you in this kind of like limited type of energy. And it starts with the mind, okay? And that's what this energy is trying to tell you today. It starts with the mind, all right? So that is what I have for you guys. I think I'm going to let's pull Wisdom of the Oracle and close this reading out. All right. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising for this Gemini new moon. What do we have here for Aries? What do they need to see? Oh, I love it. The Fates. Number 17, the Fates. Let's take a look at this. So it says fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. It says the Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose. You cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and you, hold on a second, it went dark. Okay. But you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Beautiful. All right. So that is what I have for you guys. And I'll talk to you soon.